I don't know how long of a delay it really is. Oh, I wonder if that's going to make it. Well,
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't put it up there.
hmm?
I wouldn't put it up there.
No?
It's so distracting.
No.
But you can keep it here, just mute it here,
Yeah.
just so we can play audio music.
Sure. Well, I didn't know if it would be, I don't know, fun to have it up there or not. You think it'd be distracting? All right.
I'll talk to Josh about maybe tomorrow we can do it.
Okay. Corbett. So Cameron is playing today. This is Cameron's 18U AAA team. And this is a league game in the Hockey Federation playing against New York Arrows. New York Arrows play out of, oh shoot, where are they? Are they the ones in Brooklyn? Yeah, they're in Brooklyn. So we originally had this game scheduled on our calendar at 7:30, but it's been pushed to 8. There's a tournament going on. There is a college tournament going on. There is a house league USA hockey tournament going on. So we should be ready to go by 8 o'clock, maybe. We got these guys over here drilling holes in the ice, inserting goal pegs in what looks like the oldest goal. Are we really using that goal for the game? That is ugly. Nice, pretty white goals there behind the glass. You can, oh, nice goals there versus that yucky goal. These ice professionals coming on over to install the other net. Well, those pegs are in there good. That's going to hurt if you run into it. And deter the other team's goalie from kicking that net off, though, arbitrarily. All right, so we're just waiting for our teams to get out there. I'm willing to bet these Nets might be older than this Stone song. Funny, perfectly good Nets available off the ice. Why we get this on these? I don't know. The guy that was playing music left, so I don't know who's going to pause it unless he's going to control it from his phone, perhaps. So players to keep an eye out for on the New York Arrows team, number 11, Vittorio Marino. In 5 league games played, he has 7 goals, 5 assists, and 12 points. It says all of his goals are shorthanded. No, that can't be right. Oh, no, 7 shots. 7 shots, 7 goals? Okay, somebody's not keeping track of that properly. But regardless, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 total points. Also, number 28, Ethan Locke. In 5 league games played, he has 4 goals, 7 assists for 11 points. So we'll see how these Utica Junior Comets are able to handle them. Out of 5 and 6 games played, our lead goal scorers with 2 goals apiece. Number 15, Daniel Hinman, and number 71, Slater Sandor. So we'll see what's going to go on from here. And the New York Arrows are out, and they are on the ice getting loose. And the Utica Junior Comets are out as well, and they are loosening up. What are you looking for? Oh, you didn't like Sue's playlist that he put up? Oh. Well, this is the queue. This is like what's lined up. Well, you had before. Oh, oh. Um, mm, so where did his playlist go? No, there you go. Well, you want to change the song? Well, so if you're gonna, you just gotta, come over here, I think, and hit play. It's like this song. And then I think space pauses. Yeah. No, we should have everybody today. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really? So we have 12 skaters and all 3 goalies, though. What's that? Right. Well, not on the state team. I don't have them on. 17 minutes up on the clock. Both teams are out here. Appears to be some coaches as well. Officials are just hanging out with the teams. We might get a game going here sooner or later. All right, starting five for the Utica Junior Comets. We've got James Law, Cameron Dallin, Slater Sandor, Hunter Hall, and Andrew Witchley. And face-off one by the Utica Junior Comets. Law sends that in. Grab by Maximus Hadinsky. And Adam Fritz, almost lost that. Forces it up. Hall grabs this in the middle. Tried passing across the down. Too soft of a pass taken away by Vittorio Marino. He was one to watch. Stole that puck. Not able to get a quality shot off, but a shot nonetheless save made. Dallin intercepts that pass. Can't keep it though. Arrows with it. Turning, shooting. That goes across the top of the paint. In net for the Utica Junior Comets, number 56, Jackson Narchis. Puck goes off the side. Law turns and fires this. Gets deflected by Sandor. Goes into the corner. Arrows take possession. Zigzag this puck out into the neutral zone. Stepping up, Drew Main. And that's offsides for the Utica Junior Comets. Drew Main on to take the face off. Got Carpenter to his left, Tyler to his right. Puck comes back for Lum. Lum sends this into the offensive end. Back to pick that up. Jonathan Mullen. Mullen can't clear it. Tyler Main picks this puck up, comes around, puts this up at the point. Fired in by Aiden Van Wee. Goes into the trapezoid, now the near corner. Carpenter after it. Carpenter gets that away from Mullen, but picking it up, Peter Menexis. Menexis fires this up off the boards. Caught by Van Wee. Fired on that. Save made. Rebound collected by Jonathan Mullen. Mullen around behind his net. Moves this up on the right side. This pass across for the Arrows is missed. And it looks like, who is that kid? Barely belongs on the team. Number 51, Colin Rulston, I've got, but that's not what it says on his jersey. And he's got different pants. Looks like we're recruiting Arrows in the parking lot. I wonder if they got any extras for us. Fritz picks this puck up in the neutral zone, and Jackson dumps it in hard into the corner. Comets trying to come out with it. Law grabs this at the hash mark, skates this back, passes it across to Van Wee. Aiden shoots this up for Sanzone, who touches it around the defenseman. Law going after it. Puck played by the goalie, Katapka. Witchley passes this out. Goes off of Backy to Sanzone, back to Backy. Backy in deep in the corner, trying to work this way free. Puck is knocked by Menexis all the way around. Popped out by the new recruit. Fed out to Lucas Karagiorgis. Karagiorgis shot blocked by Witchley. Sanzone turns this over to neutral zone to Marino. Victoriano takes this back into his trapezoid, gets things reset. Sanzone keeping him back in the trapezoid. It'll be a very boring game if it stays like this. Victoriano hits this into the corner for Mullen. Mullen moves up with this puck ever so slightly and decides to ice it. It's a missed pass on the Arrows. Will bring the faceoff all the way back down by Katapka. Slater Sandor in for the top for Utica. Pulls this back for Carpenter. Carpenter couldn't get that to a shooting motion. Witchley fires this back up for Sandor. Turns, and Dalin missed that in the slot. Picking that loose puck up is Carrick Georgis. He passes over to Marino. Little toe drag and a goal. Marino buries one off of Kara Georgis. So New York Arrows goal scored by number 11, Vittorio Marino, assisted by number 26, Lucas Georgis. Time of the New York Arrows goal, 3:21 of the first period. Face-off won by Utica. Oh, is there a microphone up here? I could announce these goals. Here comes Terry Gorgeous. Centering pass gets deflected away. You think it works? We can try it. Jack Carpenter coming in on the right side, centering pass, misses Sandor. Van Wee, shot, save made, kicked into the corner. Carpenter is trying to grab it, trying to hold on to it. Arrows trying to pop that puck out, and it gets out past Van Wee. Lucas Karagiorgis with this puck, and shot off the side, wraparound, nothing to it. Puck picked up by Sandor. Sandor takes this into his trapezoid, fires this up along the boards for Dalin. Dalin picks this up, passes it across to Lum. Lum moves this forward, and Carpenter's taken out. Picking that puck up, Maximus Hodzinski. Hodzinski over the center line into the O-zone. Toe drag around him, not able to get it past Hull. Hull kicks this puck over to Witchley. Witchley passes to Sanzone. Sanzone has this knocked away as he hit the top of the slot. Puts a check on the side, trying to get that puck back. Drew Main able to send this into the corner. Can't get there in time to get to work. Colin Jackson sends this across. Puck sent into the middle. And Utica just not able to convert. Jackson sends that off the boards. Tyler Main fires that in deep, and Colin Jackson for the Arrows picks that puck up. Sanzone from the trapezoid steals it out in front, lifts it too high. Off the glass, falls down at the hash mark. Tyler Main battling to get that puck loose. Tyler feeds it to Sanzone, who centers this puck. Nobody in the slot. Chad Hull grabs this. Trapezoid pass back to him is cut off by Jonathan Mullen. Mullen feeds this out to Locke. Ethan Locke through the middle of the ice. Locke shot. Oh, we got a whistle. We got a whistle. So no go on that, or I have batteries. Okay, yeah, I got batteries. There's a face-off won by Utica. We've got incidental minor penalties on Utica Junior Comets number 23, Tyler Main, and New York Arrows number 23, Peter Menexis. Each 2-minute minors for roughing. Time of the incidental minors, 5:34. And we're going to stay with 5-on-5 hockey. And thankfully, I made that goal not count. Puck comes out in the middle. Dalin knocks it away from Marino. Gets this over for Backey. Backey has it taken away. Off the wall. Dalin can't pick that puck up. Puck dropped down. Marino loses it. Wichley sends this up along the boards. Backey trying to get that puck free. And that comes out of the zone. Arrows check up on sides and then are able to send that puck back in. We have incidental minor penalties. Utica Junior Comets number 23, Tyler Main. New York Arrows number 23, Peter Menexis. 2-minute minors for roughing. Time of those incidental minors, 5:34. New York Arrows penalty number 2, Colin Jackson. 4 minutes for a penalty that was whispered to the official. Time of that penalty, 6:56 of the first period. Carpenter with this puck, trying to bring this into the offensive zone. It is a Utica Junior Comets power play. Sandor in the corner, pressured by Maximus Hodzinski. Puck comes out to Wichley. Wichley to sand zone shot. Save made by Katapka. Rebound collected by Drew Main. Drew trying to keep this away. Maximus Wood gets a piece of it and is able to send that all the way down. Wichley picks this puck up. Oh, and it's knocked away by Wood. He takes this into the neutral zone, dumps it back to kill off another minute. And that puck is iced by Utica as Sandzone missed the pass. And I guess the penalty on Colin Jackson was 2-minute minor for an elbowing and 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct at 6:56. So it's 2 minor penalties. Law with the faceoff, won by New York. Puck knocked down. Opinski. And this puck comes all the way back down. Played on by Katapka. Given to Charlie Taylor, who goes behind his net. And that is off of Dalin. Law picks it up, feeds it back over. Cameron, the shot, and it's blocked. And following up. Xavier Backey couldn't find the back of the net either. What incredible play by Katapka, blocking 2 shots from the goal line practically. Dalin feeds this over to Hull. Hull to Law on the wrong side of Law for him to be able to get a one-timer off. Law back to Van Wee. Van Wee fires that in. Dalin misses the tip. Heading over to pick that puck up is Ouspensky. Ouspensky can't get that out. Puck is stuck on the boards. Dalin pulls it away. In the middle, Law misses the one-timer. Puck bounces out for Hull. Chad backhands this. It's a soft pass to Backey that never makes it. Charlie Taylor takes this for the Arrows. Comes all the way back the other way. Shot and a save made by Jackson Narcus. I hope. Oh, what penalty did we get? No, me neither. Oh, I think it's 8. I think it's Jimmy. And Narcus is going to hold on to that one. Face off one by New York. Locke with the shot, save Narcus. Rebound comes up, gets by Fritz into the neutral zone. Fritz feeds this across for Maximus Hodzinski. He comes back for Locke. Locke plays this through the neutral zone, and that's an offsides as Vittorio Marino was just a little too eager on that one. Sanzone in for the faceoff against Marino. New York wins this as Fritz pushes this back to Hodzinski. Hodzinski to Locke. Locke brings this over the blue line. So we've got 4-on-4 hockey for 45 more seconds. And then it'll be about 13 seconds of a player advantage for New York. Tyler Maines couldn't keep that with him. Sandor able to push it in, but it goes right to Maximus Hodzinski. Hodzinski fires this out. That gets deflected away and lands in the stands. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone with just over 6.5 minutes to go. 6:31 remaining in the first period. 1-0. The New York Arrows lead Utica Junior Comets. Drew Main taking the face-off against Maximus Wood. Nope, not Maximus Wood. Peter Menexis. Menexis wins the draw, brings this puck over, passes over, 51, shot, and a goal. Cheevers. New York Arrows goal scored by number 51, Colin Rolston, assisted by number 23, Peter Menexis. 51 from 23. Time of the New York Arrows goal, 10:37 of the first period. And both teams return to full strength. Face off to the right side of Katapka. James Law in to take the draw. Comes back. Dalin feeds this to Witchley. Witchley fires it. Gets deflected off of Perry Georgis. This comes out into the neutral zone. Glove down by Witchley. Puts this back in. Arrows in possession. Vittorio Marino. And that's a save made by Narcus. Off his right leg pad up into the glass. Short pass intended for Backy. Missed him. Sandor with it in the corner. Feeds this back to Witchley behind the goal. Witchley making some space for himself. Passes up to Law in the middle. Law crosses behind back. He puts that on net, and that goes off of Katapka's stick into the netting. Well, the face-off in the New York Arrow zone. Jack Carpenter taking the face-off for Utica, squaring off against Vittorio Marino. And Marino's going to get tossed for that unfair advantage. Maximus Wood slides in his place. Carpenter wins that draw. Hall's shot gets deflected. Lum picks it up on the far side. Lum backhands this right to Colin Jackson. So Jackson passes it to his teammate. There's a big blindside hit by Hall. Puck goes out to Colin Jackson. Jackson passes it back over to Mullen. Mullen feeds this behind the net, back over for Colin Jackson. Jackson to Marino. Marino through the neutral zone, passes this puck up to Karen Georgis. He tries feeding it back to Marino, and it got deflected away. Tyler Main passes this puck to Adam Fritz of the New York Arrows. Fritz to Hudzinski. Hudzinski saucers this in. Save made by Narchis. He's going to drop that behind the net for Lum. Lum to Hall. Hall to Sandor. Sandor brings this up into the offensive end. Takes that shot. Save made. Tyler Main couldn't get his stick on that rebound. Puck picked up by Uspensky. Puts this into the neutral zone. Aiden Van Wee feeds this over to Chad Hall. Hall crisscrosses, hits Tyler. Tyler tries dumping it in. Stopped by Hudzinski, who gets his back out into the neutral zone. Locke skates by a standing still Sandor. Slater gets that puck now and passes it back to the Arrows, and he does it again. This time, Uspensky's going to keep it instead of passing it back to Sandor. Fritz fires, save made, rebound, picked up by the Arrows, another save, and this is swept away by William Sanzone. Sanzone tries feeding it out, comes right back to him. Sanzone moves in, toe drag to get into the slot, and he gets hooked down by Adam Fritz. Delayed penalty, and here we go, and Fritz is going to go to the box for a hooking call. It's such a loud. New York Arrows penalty, number 21, Adam Fritz. 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 21, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 13:44. It's a Utica Junior Comets power play. A face-off won by the Arrows, sent all the way around, comes out into the neutral zone. Witchley there to play it. Marino coming in to keep Witchley honest. He feeds that up to Drew Main. Drew takes this over center ice, and Sanzone runs into Menexis and is offsides as a result of that. Well, chances are he was going to pass it to him anyway. Jack Carpenter in for the face-off. He's going to square off against Torino Marino. Arrows win this face-off again. Colin Jackson fires this. This goes all the way down the length of the ice into the trapezoid. Andrew Witchley's going to pick it up there. Passes out to Carpenter. Jack into the neutral zone. Over the big M. Jack trying to take on the whole team on his own. And that's, I don't know. I don't think he was on net. I'm not going to say it was a save. Carpenter with it again. Everybody watching him, figuring he's just going to shoot. Jack back to Witchley. Witchley, top of the circle from the dot shot, gets deflected off of Colin Jackson up into the netting. We'll have the face-off in the zone, in the offensive zone. Could be a great opportunity here with 54 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Utica to try to move the puck around the zone. Get the goalie actually going left to right before shooting instead of skating right at him. Just a thought. Maximus Wood taking a face-off. Drew Main wins that puck. Comes back to Tyler. Tyler gives this to Drew. Drew sends this in deep. Comes all the way around for Jack Carpenter on the near side. Carpenter goes into the trapezoid. Sanzone slides back. Tyler trying to maintain position. Puck comes up to Witchley at the center point. Feeds this over to Drew, and Drew's got to come back out into the neutral zone as he's unable to keep possession of that puck. Drew. Technically, that was a shot. Save made by Katapka. He sent that all the way down the length of the ice. Narchis holds it for Witchley. Witchley holds it for Jack. Jack Carpenter passes the puck to Drew Main. Drew over the blue line. Drew shot, blocker save, comes back to Tyler. Tyler, boy, could have fed that to Witchley. Wouldn't that have been a sweet play? That's what I would have done if I was playing NHL 95. It's the last time I played a EA Sports video game. Here's Sanzone with the puck. Tried feeding it up behind Drew Main. Goes off the board. Sanzone fires. Blocker saved by Katapka. Puck drops down for Charlie Taylor. Taylor back behind his own goal. Looking to pass it. Hits Carpenter off the skate. Slater Sandor's shot just keeps hitting Katapka's blocker. And we've got a tripping penalty against the New York Arrows. New York Arrows penalty number 9, Charlie Taylor. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 9, 2 minutes tripping. Time of the minor penalty, 16:08. And it's a Utica Junior Comets power play! Battle for that puck in the corner. Pinned up. Paul putting a push on Peter Menezes. Law feeds this out for Dalin. Dalin's going to try pulling his puck with him. He's got Sandor. Dalin shot low. Save made. Sandor pushing. And then Jonathan Mullen just drove Sandor on top of Katapka. No whistle, no stoppie. Slater Sandor playing that exactly the way he should have, aggressively, until the whistle blows. Ethan Locke trying to chirp back over to Hull and Sandor, but his pants don't even match his uniform, so he's got nothing to talk about. Sandor, Menexis with the face-off, reaching in. Ethan Locke grabs that puck and sends it down the length of the ice. Aiden Van Wee on a gentle stroll. 4 seconds remain in this period. And that'll do it. Not sure if you heard, but the whistle blew. Wow, how about that? They just won't let go. Hull had his head wrapped up in a headlock there. And that concludes our first period of play here at the Utica University Nexus Center. It not only ends the first period, it ends the game for a couple of hockey players. In case you're wondering, tonight's game is being live streamed on YouTube at the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Please subscribe, and you can check this game out in all of its glory over and over again. Well, that was a bit uncalled for. He with the 1 second left, he hit the kid's skate with the puck, and that made him angry. I know, I know. My daughter's not even here. Otherwise, she would have her skates. Aiden? Yeah. So they put 10 up. Aiden had nothing to do with that. Did he? Oh. 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 All right, that I can see. I mean, he does lead. He does lead the team in penalty minutes. All right. Well, I believe Chad Hall has been ejected since he was wrapped up in that fight. Uh, Hall was the one that off. He got walked out the door. Is anybody going to let Aiden know that he's got a penalty? Because he's just sitting on the bench. What's that? Okay. And what about the other team? What's that? No. No, it's Van Wee in there. Yeah. What is his penalty for? Do you know? And do you know the number of the kid that got ejected from the other team? All right, so we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 8, and then 52 seconds of a player advantage for the New York. Aiden Van Wee serving a penalty for something. Okay. Okay. Utica Junior Comets, number 10, Aiden Van Wee. 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the minor penalty, 17:00 of the first period. Also at 17:00, game misconducts for fighting. Utica Junior Comets number 25, Chad Hall Jr. and New York Arrows number 2, Colin Jackson. Game misconduct for fighting. Law coming out with that puck in the neutral zone. Fires that shot into the glove of Katapka. Puck comes back out. Sandor battling as able to pick that puck up from Eric pass. Feeds this behind for Witchley. Witchley rips this all the way around. No icing as Utica is currently shorthanded. That puck fired out for Charlie Taylor. Taylor and the top of the circle loses that puck down and takes it into the corner. And the clearing pass by Sandor is held at the blue line. Locked with it, top of the circle, feeds us all the way across. Fritz misses it, and the team's return to full strength. Sandor hits Drew Main. Drew not able to take that puck with him. Backey picks it up. Backey into the offensive end, shot and goes just wide. Held in by Sandor. The one-time clapper goes high off the glass. Picked up by Dan-Dalin at the hash mark. He feeds into the corner. Pops this out into the slot. Nobody there. Coming back the other way is Ethan Locke. Locke loses this in the slot, and we're going to have a tripping penalty against Utica. Utica Junior Comets penalty number 71, Slater Sandor. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 71, 2 minutes trip. Time of the minor penalty, 2:35. Loose puck picked up by the Arrows. Still in the offensive end on the power play. 51 shot, save made by Narchis. Rebound picked up on the far side by Marino. Comes all the way around for 51, whether it's Rulton or whatever it says on his jersey, I don't know. Hodzinski back over to 51. 51 back to Hodzinski. Shot fired high off the glass. Drops down on the side. Maximus Wood tried feeding that out. Grabbed by 51. Back out to the point. Hodzinski lines up. Shot save made by Jackson Narchis. Face off to the right side of Katapka. Law grabs. I'm not getting back. Narcus. Law fires it on net. Save made by Katapka. He feeds this out. Taylor at the blue line. Dumps this puck in. Picked up by Tyler Main, and he's going to rip this the length of the ice. About 40 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Just about 13 minutes left in the second period. Philip Ospensky with that puck. Challenged by Law. Cycles it back. Now he feeds it up for Charlie Taylor. Taylor's got Dan-Dalin on him. Dan-Dalin coming to back check. Forces Taylor into the slot. Shot. Save made. Jackson Narchis. .12:47 remaining in this 2-goal game. 2-0. New York Arrows with the lead. 21 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for Utica. William Sanzone taking the face-off against Peter Menexis. Sanzone wins the draw, and Witchley clears the zone. Puck played by Katapka from the face-off dot. Passes this out. Taylor touches it into the offensive end. I don't think anybody noticed. Ethan Locke never came out of the zone, I don't think. Pretty sure he was offside. Backey goes in, puts the hit on. Teams return to even strength. Sanzone. Now Sandor holds that puck in. Fires it in. Backey picks his puck up. Soft shot on net. Save made by Katapka. Backey with it and the trapezoid. Gets pushed off by Menexis, but is able to send that puck over to the far side. Locked there to play it. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Collected by William Sanzone. Sanzone head driven into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty. And Sanzone keeps his cool. We're going to wait and find out, see what they call. Hit from behind, boarding. Honestly, looked more boarding to me than anything. They still didn't make any hand signals. Yeah. Probably, I think it was just boarding. Boarding? So loud. New York Arrows penalty, number 86. Philip Ospensky, 2-minute minor for boarding. Time of the minor penalty, 5:05 of the second period. Number 86, 2 minutes boarding. It's a Utica Junior Comets power play. Drumaine shot, save made by Katapka. That puck comes out at the official. All the way back to pick it up is Sandor. Drumaine. Short pass to Carpenter. Carpenter crosses over the center line, dumps that puck in. Picked up by Katapka behind, and he sends it all the way out into the neutral zone. Tyler Main hustling back to pick his puck up. 35 seconds have already expired in this power play for Utica. Sandor, a weak pass back to Drew. Drew turns the puck over. Okay, here comes Slater Sandor. It's a little difficult for me to call the game when it doesn't make sense what you're doing. Sandor battling now, coming out with this puck. Joel Myers. I'm not Joel. This is Jonathan Mullen, shorthanded. Hits the post. It's a good thing the paint was chipped off. Otherwise, it might have bounced the other way. Ethan Locke battling. Mullen across. Maximus Wood couldn't catch it in time. Tyler Main pressing him up against the boards. Wood still with that puck. Now Wood sitting down. Jack Carpenter coming out with this puck for the Utica Junior Comets. Carpenter in the slot. And that's a loose puck. And that is cleared out by the New York Arrows. 20 seconds remaining in this power play. Andrew Witchley with the puck. Witchley over the blue line. 10 seconds. Leaves it for Van Wee. Van Wee fires it. Tipped by Law. And it goes wide. Dalin in the corner. Kicks this to his stick. At the hash mark. Turns around. Puts this back into the corner for Law to go to work. Law almost went down. Charlie Taylor spears at that puck. Now Adam Fritz. Dalin blocking it. Law there. Puck kicked towards the trap was picked up by Charlie Taylor. Taylor passes this out to 51. 51 feeds this out to Ethan Locke. Locke turns this over to Witchley. Witchley, it's a suicide pass to Dalin. And you do that to my kid again, and we're going to have words. Puck sent across to Peter Menexis. Menexis, little toe drag around Dalin. Shot, save, Narchis. A puck gets sent across. Adam Fritz with it. To Locke, shot, save, Narchis. Locke had a wide open goal, and Jackson Narchis got there just in time to make that save. 51 in the corner, going for that puck. Aiden Van Wee in there as well. Sandor pops this out. Dalin takes it. Dalin into the neutral zone. Has Locke on him. Puck stops. Peter Menexis comes away with it for the Arrows. Centering pass, not able to be caught in time by Locke. He's forced between his legs in the corner. Utica trying to free it. Locke sees it in the trapezoid. Grabbed by Van Wee, sent around for Dalin. Another suicide pass. Adam Fritz with it. Shot, save, and Narchis is going to gobble that one up for the face-off. 8:29 remaining in the second period. Jack Carpenter taking a face-off for Utica, wins the draw. Tyler Main tries passing it up for Drew. Weird bounce, and it is stolen by Maximus Hudzinski. Arrows turn this puck back. Lum going to get it, and it comes back to him. Lum with the puck. I don't know why he didn't pass that to Backey. Went off the boards right to Marino. Marino shot, saves me. Victoriano sends this over to Kari Georgis. Center point shot off the blocker of Narchis. Drops down in the corner. Sent back into the corner. Lum gets it. Sends this high. Caught by Maximus Wood. Wood feeds this back to the corner for Marino. Marino spinning around. Back out to the point. From the point across. And that crisscrosses Hudzinski. Fired this back to Marino in the corner. Back over Hudzinski from the center point. Blocked in all the traffic. Jack Carpenter picks up the loose puck. Jack passes to Drew Main. Drew gets his way around Mullen. Drew trying to go to the goal, and that puck is taken away at the last moment. Carpenter gets a piece of it, sends it back towards the slot. Nothing but arrows there. New York trying to come out. Hudzinski loses that puck. Shot fired by Carpenter. Save made by Brendan Kotepka. 7:19 remaining in the second period. 2-0 New York Arrows with the lead. New York Arrows have 20 shots on goal to Utica's 17. Slater Sandor taking a face-off. He's got James Law to his right, Cameron Dallin to his left, Witchley and Van Wee on defense. Adam Fritz for New York back, sends this puck up for Locke. Locke feeds this out into the middle. Dallin not able to keep it in, but gets it away, and they are onside. Good job being onside. Out. Oh, okay. What's that? Oh. Aiden Van Wee with this puck in the offensive end. He literally got pushed off of that puck by 51. Loose puck, Ethan Locke picks it up. Locke feeds this over. Shot, save made. Nice pass to Menexis. Nice save by Narchis. Here comes Aiden Van Wee out into the neutral zone. Van Wee into the offensive end. Top of the circle, looking for somebody to pass to us. Down in the middle. Puck goes off the skate of Charlie Taylor. Drew Main gets a piece of it to slow it down. Ethan Locke with it, though. Puck knocked down out of the air. Andrew Witchley into the O-zone. Tried to get that through the legs of 51. Couldn't, but Sandzone did. Now Ethan Locke is trying to pop that puck back out. Locke sends this across to Adam Fritz. Fritz back to Locke. Locke touches this into the offensive end. Locke loses it. He tried to climb over Andrew Witchley. Jack Carpenter feeds this all the way around for William Sandzone. Here comes Sandzone into the O-zone. Sandzone shot, glove, bar, net. Well, the face-off in the New York Aero zone with 5:47 to go in the second period. And that penalty on Ouspensky is a 2-10. So 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct. Jack Carpenter taking the face off. Drew Main moving over to the slot. Jack sends this into the corner. Jonathan Mullen sends this up along the boards. Marino passes it out, and it comes back to him. Marino drops this back for Wood. Wood to Marino. Marino tried giving it back, and nobody there. Tyler Main trying to clear this puck out, and it's stolen by Maximus Wood. Maximus passes this over to Hudzinski. Hudzinski fires this across, and that's a big offside. Sandzone had it, and there was nothing he could do. His momentum was carrying him over the blue line. He was just trying to settle that puck down, and he had two teammates deep in the offensive end. Marino and Drew Main taking a face-off. Drew wins the draw, kicks this up for his stick, knocks this puck back over the end line, and grabs Jonathan Mullen by the neck and pushes him into the boards. That's going to be a holding on Drew Main. Utica Junior Comets penalty number 13, Drew Main. 2-minute minor for holding. Number 13, 2 minutes hold. Time of the minor penalty, 11:44 of the second period. And that puck gets cleared by Andrew Witchley. Van Wee in the neutral zone, fakes the dump in. That goes off the referee's skate, though. Locke trying to take it. And now it's picked up by number 23, Peter Menexis. Menexis through the neutral zone. At the circle, curls around to get set up for the power play. 1:08 remaining. Ethan Locke moves to the center point position. Feeds this over. Too far behind Menexis. He's got to reach for it and just rips it across for Fritz. Fritz not able to play that well. 51 has it in the trapezoid. Out for Menexis. Couldn't get that. He feeds this out to Charlie Taylor. Taylor to Fritz. Fritz back over to Locke. Shot. Glove save. Jackson Narchus. .402 to go in the second period. 46 seconds remaining in the penalty on Drew Main. We're going to toss 51 from the face-off circle, I believe. Yep. Charlie Taylor's going to come in and take the face-off against Slater Sandor. Sandor wins the draw, gets this to Tyler Main. Tyler rips this all the way around. Held in, though, at the blue line by Peter Menexis. Menexis fires this over for Adam Fritz. Fritz feeds this into Ethan Locke. Locke back to Fritz. Fritz center point. Puts this up to Menexis. Centering pass is knocked away by Sandor. Locke was waiting for it. Puck collected by 51. Cycles around. Shot saved. Kicked out for Backy. And he's able to clear that out to the Arrows end. Arrows trying to mount one more shot. 5 seconds to go. Ethan Locke lines up, shot. And that gets deflected away into the corner. Charlie Taylor picks it up as Drew Main returns to the ice, and it's a goal! Charlie Taylor, unassisted. Even strength goal as Drew Main had just come on to the ice. New York Arrows goal scored by number 9, Charlie Taylor, unassisted. Number 9, unassisted. Time of the New York Arrows goal, 13:47. Some fresh legs out there for Utica. Drew Main taking a face-off against Vittorio Marino. And Vittorio is going to get tossed from the face-off circle. Maximus Wood wins that draw. Puck comes back for Hudzinski. He winds up, shot goes wide. Dan-Dalin over to the far board. Gets that puck, tried feeding it out to Law. Now, not Law, to Carpenter. Drew Main tried pulling that puck through. Maximus Wood gets a piece of it, feeds this to Hudzinski. Hudzinski skates up with this puck on the near boards. Hudzinski makes his move to the middle, passes this across for Marino. Marino in the corner, works his way, centers that puck, and Maximus Wood misses wide right. Jack Carpenter wins his battle for that puck, passes it over to Dan-Dalin at the blue line. Dan-Dalin plays it, and it comes on the wrong side of the blue line, ends up passing this over to Kerry Gregorgas. Marino with it, cycling around, still has the puck, gives it to Hudzinski. Hudzinski fires this to Mullen, centering pass. Sandor gets a piece of it. Loose puck, and that is just knocked away by Jack Carpenter before Marino could get his twig on it. Hudzinski shot fired. Paddle save by Narchis. We got a light over there that keeps flickering. Adam Fritz is kneeling on that puck. No, that gets sent out into the stands. That's right. If you were here, you could be the recipient of a souvenir ice hockey puck. 1:33 remaining in this second period. Tyler Main receives that puck off the faceoff, gets it out into the neutral zone. Adam Fritz settles this puck down. Gives this over to 51. 51 into the O-zone. Shot blocked by Tyler. Sandor trying to play it, not able to get it. Ethan Locke feeds this up to 51. Out to Taylor. Taylor to Fritz. Fritz fires it. Glove save. Knocked down. Sandor puts this onto the boards. James Law grabs this, tries feeding this out for William Sanzone. Sanzone's able to dump that puck in. Menexis from his trapezoid feeds that puck up. Ethan Locke tries sending it across for 51. He's got to just play that into the Utica zone. Tyler Main collects it in his trapezoid. Short pass to Aiden Van Wee. Van Wee, soft pass to Charlie Taylor. Taylor gives this back to Menexis. Menexis shot into the corner and out. Back out for Charlie Taylor. Taylor, D-to-D pass to Adam Fritz. Fritz off the far board, sends this up. That hits some people, so no icing. Aiden Van Wee back into the corner to get it. Sends his puck back up along the boards. Tyler Main pops it up to 51, turns, shot high into the corner. Hits the rail, drops down. Menexis gets it, and that'll do it. That'll end our second period. A much less exciting ending to this period than we did of the first period. This microphone is terrible to operate. And that concludes our second period of play here at the Utica University Nexus Center, home of the Utica Junior Comets. We'll take a break for an ice hut. Feel free to visit the snack bar up on the second floor. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. I am the Dan-Dalin. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services. Find them online at exteriorcleaning315.com. Top Notch Roofing CNY.com, servicing Oswego County and all points east, west, and south. Glory Construction and Development, for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in His glory. Servicing Jefferson County and all points north, east, and west. Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. If you want to be greenside, you got to be Streamside. Located on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York. And Divots Restaurant and Bar. Cold drinks, great food, and even better people. Divots Restaurant and Bar, located in the clubhouse at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we'll be back in a few minutes as soon as we get some fresh ice here at the Utica University Nexus Center.
Alright. I suck at music. I'm like, what's a good song? I'm like, I have no idea.
Something. Playlist is hard. I don't know what the songs on here. There's no bullhorn. I don't need one, but there isn't one. And knocked 3 off right in the beginning.
Break this one. Smash it over your brother's back. Is that what happened? Off the top rope. Tell him to play defense.
Something here.
That's so weird. During the intermission, like I was able to get it to not do that. You know, but
I don't know why.
it's the only way to mute and unmute.
Welcome back for the third period here at the Utica University Nexus Center. 17 minutes left to go. Let's play some hockey!
Well, I'm ready. Rumain lining up to take the face-off against Vittorio Marino. Got 5-on-5 hockey going. We still have, I forgot who's in there. Easy. Uspensky sitting up for his 2 and 10 for that hit from behind. Katapka feeds this over to the corner. Passed out to Locke. Ethan tried hitting Marino. And that was a nice hold there by Van Wee. Man, negates the icing. Locke steals that puck. Locke shot. Oh, gets deflected. Comes into the middle. Marino picks this up high in the zone. Sends that in deep for Locke. Short side shot. Save made. Van Wee picks up that rebound. Down ice. He's got Tyler Main. Tries feeding it to him off the boards and does. Main can't keep it. Charlie Taylor takes that puck away. D to D pass to Fritz. Fritz gets it out to Locke. Locke gives it to nobody. Tyler can't keep it. Locke takes it back. Ethan Locke in shot way wide right. All the way around. 51's going to hold that in at the blue line. Passes this up, and Marino not able to get the shot off as that hit off his stick in the slot. Goes back to the point. Mullen fires this back in. That is zoomed in too much. There we go. Marino at the hash mark, forced in deep by Van Wee. Followed all the way around. 51 fires that on net. Locke with the tip. Save made by Narcisse. 51 back out to the point. Rip. And that goes off the handle of the paddle for Narcisse. That puck gets deflected into the corner. Locke can't hold it, and it gets ripped around by Slater Sandor. And that's going to be an icing, and we'll bring the face-off all the way back down by Jackson Narcisse of the Utica Junior Comets. 15:23 remaining in this game. 3-0 New York Arrows with the lead. Sand zone with the face-off. Gets that puck up to Law. Law dumps that puck in and couldn't get it by Hudzinski to get to Dalin. This gets sent back to Hudzinski. Hudzinski gives it to Mullen. Mullen fires this out to center ice, picked up by Maximus Wood. Maximus in attack by Sanzone. That gets tipped out by Witchley. Law reaching, and James able to get this into the neutral zone for Sanzone. Sandzone pulls this through, knocked off that puck. Puck dished off to the corner, and Sandzone picks that puck up, sends it back at net. Adam Fritz collects it, sends this around Law for Maximus Wood. Wood at center ice passes this puck over to the Nexus. Able to penetrate in. Dalin swatting at that puck, gets it over back. He couldn't get it out though. Wood has that deep in the corner. Wood at the hash mark, pressed up against the boards by Lum. Now comes out Menexis, looking shot, kicked over to the corner by Narchis. William Sandzone over there to get that puck. Not enough on it to get it by Peter Menexis. Dalin comes back, swatting at that Menexis, hard pass to Fritz. Shot off the leg of Backy, far side. Charlie Taylor's going to hold that in, feed it back to Fritz. Adam again, shot. Backy again kicks this out. And Witchley is doing reverse CPR on Philip Ospensky. Ospensky trying to claim innocence, and that referee is not falling for it. Oh, 2 more minutes, unsportsmanlike on Ospensky. And he's mad, he can't even open a door. And he's gone! Any chance you could find from Chad what they're calling for me, please? Okay. Right, 2 minute roughing, 2 minute unsportsmanlike. And a game. Okay. Let's see who's going to serve that penalty. And now, are we going to do 4-on-4? Which I think you almost have to because of how many penalties were assessed on the other side. We'll have 4-on-4 for 2 minutes and then a power play for 2 minutes. All right, so the officials are still sorting this all out. I still believe there are too many skaters on the ice. Nope, he's following you, I think. Okay. We have incidental minor penalties. Utica Junior Comets, number 51, 2-minute minor for roughing. That's number 51, Andrew Witchley, 2 minutes for roughing. New York Number 86, Philip Spetsky, 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the incidental minor penalties, 3:01. And the number 86, Philip Spetsky, received a game misconduct because you can't say that to a referee. Fritz shot, and that went off the knob of Jackson Narcissus' stick. Good thing he had it where he had it. Sandor to Sanzone. Sanzone coming through the middle of the ice. That goes off the skate of Adam Fritz into the corner. Sanzone and Fritz battling to get possession. Coming in, Vittorio Marino picks that puck up, sends it over to the far side. Ethan Locke fires this over to 51, Soderlin. Soderlin to Marino. Marino. Shot, I believe, gone off the shoulder. Not sure. Picking that puck up, though, is Xavier Backy. Backy sends this puck in deep in the trapezoid. Oh, him and Law almost collided. Law with it. Out to the side for Sandor. Yeah, I have a hard time when Sandor and Sanzone are on the ice at the same time. Backy in the corner with Vittorio Marino. Law reaching in. Law's got Marino's stick pressed up against the boards. And now there's a loose puck, and it's pulled out by Backy. Backy along the boards. Puck comes up high, picked up by Ethan Locke. Locke feeds this out to Okara Georgis. And that is not a goal. That was a crazy play. The referees must be using different pins than what we saw those guys drilling into the ice at the beginning of the game. But Aiden Van Wee goes to the penalty box. Utica Junior Comets penalty number 10, Aiden Van Wee, 2-minute minor. Time of the minor penalty, 4:52. New York Arrows penalty number 23, Peter Menexis, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 23, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 5:01 of the third period. 4-on-4 hockey. Puck is in the trapezoid, bouncing around, picked up by 51. He's forced back into the trapezoid by Carpenter. Now this puck comes up. Slater Sandor at center ice. Feeds this to Carpenter. Goes into the offensive end. Drew Main. Oh, tried pulling that around Adam Fritz, but not able to. 51 with it. Retreats back into his zone. Passes this puck to Charlie Taylor. Taylor takes this through the trapezoid. Brings this up on the far side. Charlie Taylor over to center line, now into the offensive end, tries slowing down. Puck goes off of Tyler Main's stick, and he goes down. Pass out to the center point. Fritz with it. Winds up, low shot, and he takes out Charlie Taylor. Oh, that caught him like in the ankle. Down he goes. Ethan Locke with this puck in the neutral zone. Getting reset, providing some time. Taylor's still out there, though. 51 fighting his way through William Sanzone. Puck goes around, held in by Hudzinski. Puck comes across to Taylor. Taylor winds up, shot way wide left. Sanzone on the far side picks this puck up. It's a 1-on-3 Knocked away by Charlie Taylor. Taylor back into the offensive end. Puck knocked by Tyler Main. Puck sent in deep, and Witchley grabs this. Feeds this up, and here comes Sanzone. William Sanzone on the right side. Shot off the goalie in the glass. Picked up. Maximus Wood sends this in deep. Wood comes over into the near corner and hands this puck to Maximus Hudzinski. Hudzinski cuts over to the middle. Hudzinski trying to go through a crowd of four. And Andrew Witchley gets that loose puck in the trapezoid. Grabbed by Lum. Lum feeds this over to Aiden Van Wee. Van Wee, short pass to Backy. Backy dumps this puck in. Stalled by Katapka back behind his net. Sends this over. Backy picks it up, waiting for the rest of it. He didn't wait. He just shot a puck. Why didn't he wait? He should have waited. That's my thought. He had plenty of time. Wait for somebody to come on there you can pass the puck to instead of passing it to the goalie. Here's Cameron Dallin with the puck. Feeds this to Sandor. Sandor over the blue line. Dallin racing to the goal. Shot and it goes back behind the net all the way out. Jack Carpenter feeds this to Witchley, and Witchley ices it. No, the teams are both at full strength now. 9:15 to go in this game. Utica trails by 3, and they're not playing with any sense of urgency whatsoever. Slater Sandor rides the glass. Puck gets by Fritz. Here goes Drew Main in the middle. Oh, and he misses. Dallin there right behind. Witchley shot. And I think that got saved, getting back behind the goal. Sandor fires this in. Tipped by Witchley. Glove save, Brandon Katapka. Not often you see Drew Main miss taking the shot on a play like that, but it does happen. 51 wins that faceoff. Has to get that puck around the official. Adam Fritz hits 51. He sends this forward to Ethan Locke, and Witchley forces him into the corner. Now back behind the net, near side. Witchley and Locke go down. Dallin there picks up this puck, short pass to Jack Carpenter. Carpenter gets around 51. Dallin goes off for his change. Carpenter in deep, shakes off Locke. He's in the corner, back to Locke. Locke steals that puck, and Charlie Taylor takes it away. Soderlin in the corner. Now Law to Carpenter. Shot and a save by Brandon Katapka. Wow. What a save. Narchis has had his fair share of incredible saves at the other end of the ice as well. But I guess we need 7 more shots to even it up. Utica, 23 shots on goal. New York Arrows, 30 shots on goal. New York leads 3-0. There's 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this game. Face-off. I believe Sandor won that back. He pulls that puck away, goes into the corner, feeds that puck over to the far side. Aiden Van Wee steps up, gives this back for Backy. He can't get his twig on it. Menexis does. Peter sends this over to the near side for Vittoriano Marino. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Wood trying to feed this along. Puck grabbed by Aiden Van Wee. Van Wee along the boards. Can't get this by Woodyo. Yes, he does. James Law there. Law. Ice looks slippery. Able to get that puck to William Sanzone. Sanzone feeds this across to Van Wee. Van Wee dumps this puck in deep. Hudzinski points at it for his goalie. Wood back to Hudzinski. Hudzinski sends this in the air. Law drops it down, but not in front of him. Has to come over, battle for that puck along the boards. Marino there as well, reaching in, pulling that puck out. Peter Menexis. Menexis is trying to get by Sandor. Marino comes in behind. Marino centering pass, shot, and a goal scored by Maximus Wood. New York Arrows goal scored by number 22, Maximus Wood, assisted by number 11, Vittorio Marino. 22 from 11, time of the New York Arrows goal, 9:46 of the third period. There's a shot, and that went off the post, comes out. Dalin able to kick that out into the neutral zone. Picked up, though, by Adam Fritz. Feeds this up to Ethan Locke. Locke knocked off that puck. But Karagiorgis is able to send that in deep. That puck gets deflected away into the far corner. Sent up to the point. Fired by Charlie Taylor. Oh, I can't get this microphone to mute. There we go. Puck sent all the way down. Goalie plays it. Dalin tried to get him to pass it to him. Instead, he passed it to Adam Fritz. Fritz loses this puck to Carpenter, to Witchley. Now Sandor. Sandor, hard pass to Carpenter. Carp over the blue line. Loses this puck. Got Law. Shot. Save made. And that comes back to Kotapka, and he covers it up. Law gets in the middle of an arrow sandwich. They're tapping the goalie after the whistle. That was good communication between Law and Drew Main. Law was coming in to take the shot. Drew was coming across, and Drew just touched it over for James. So he could take the shot, trying to distract the goalie. Didn't work out. Sandor shot right into the breadbasket of Brandon Katapka. 5:51 remaining in this game. 4-0 is the New York Arrows lead. Carpenter in for the face-off against Menexis. Menexis pulls this back. Mullen and Law going after him. Mullen sends this along the boards. Carpenter grabs it. Feeds this back into the trapezoid. He goes down. Law takes out Mullen. Menexis comes in, though. Now Mullen has the puck, pulls it back to his trapezoid. Law going after him. Trying to stick lift. Absolutely badgering. Puck gets crisscrossed out. Menexis with it. Menexis loses his footing as his... Oh, he gets kneed in the head by Carpenter. Here comes Drew Main. Shot. Oh, nothing doing. And he gets shoved down to the ice by Hudzinski. Puck comes back to Maximus. Maximus fires this down. Goes off the stick of Maximus Wood. Wood picks us up off the side of the goal. Aiden Van Wee and Wood battling in the trapezoid. Loose puck. Tyler Main gets a piece of it. But puck is collected by Peter Menexis. Menexis knocked off by Tyler Main. Backy trying to pull this puck out. And Tyler and Drew had their skates tied together. I haven't seen that happen since Abbott and Costello. Adam Fritz. Short pass to Marino. Marino gets around sand zone, goes after this puck, and that's an offside as Maximus Wood was standing on the wrong side of the blue line. 4 minutes, 36 seconds remain. Utica being shut out 4-0 here on rink number 1. The Mastrovito Hyundai rink at the Utica University Nexus Center. Tyler Main wins that faceoff. Puck comes back to Andrew Witchley. Witchley to Backy. Backy to the O-zone. Backy shot. Save made. Brandon Katapka. Tyler Main taking a face-off. Face-off won by the Arrows. Lum hustling after it. Puck held in. Nice job by Karagiorgis. Block to Karagiorgis. Karagiorgis with this at the top of the circle now. Charlie Taylor on the other side demanding the puck, and it comes to him, and he shoots it, and it's saved by Nartis. Karagiorgis with it again, top of the circle. Feeds this in low, comes back up for Fritz. Fritz gets this over to Taylor. Taylor into the slot for Locke, and Locke is wrapped up by Witchley and taken out by William Sanzo. Charlie Taylor recollects this puck for New York Arrows. Taylor tried pulling that around Dan-Dalin, not able to. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Adam Fritz picks it up for the Arrows. Fritz, the 51, dumps his puck in. Goes all the way around. Ethan Lott's going to go after it in the corner. Dodges a check from Lum. There's a shot by Menexis is blocked. Menexis recovers. Dalin kicks that puck to Witchley. Witchley off the glass. That got hit by Dallin's stick as well as Charlie Taylor. Fired back up, grabbed by Menexis at the blue line. Carpenter gets a piece of it. Feeds this for Law. Law and Dalin over into the ozone. Law's shot goes off the skate of Charlie Taylor. Dalin back to Law. Law backhands it and there's nobody there. Carpenter went in front of him. Too many forwards on one side of the ice. That's what happened there. 51 to Fritz. Shot and scooped up off the ice by Jackson Narchis. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this game. Menexis is going to take the face-off against Carpenter. Puck goes back into the corner. Sandor sends this around. Law gets this around Mullen and chases after it. Hudzinski there swats this puck back into the neutral zone. Aiden Van Wee picks it up and crosses over as everybody checks up. Shot save made by the shoulder of Katapka. Collected on the far side. Maximus Wood sends this through the air. Dalin knocks it down, and that's going to be a high stick. But how cool is it that he was able to knock it out of the air like that? Come on, we should give him some credit for that. He only played lacrosse for one season. What if he did it with the butt end of his stick? Like, would that not be a high stick then? Vittorio Marino facing off against Jack Carpenter. Marino wins the draw, comes back, ripped by Hudzinski. Comes all the way out for Mullen. Mullen tries knocking it forward, goes off the legs of Sanzone. Carpenter trying to lift and trying to get that puck. It's still loose. Use your stick! And it goes into the trap. Tyler Main on the near side. Shot! Oh, wide right. Comes all the way out. There's nobody on that side of the ice. Good job of back checking by Sandor, and as well as Jack Carpenter being there to pick up that loose puck, and he places that puck in the glove of Brandon Katapka. It was wide of the post anyway. Less than 2 minutes, 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in this game. Jimmy Law is going to take the face-off. Dalin in the slot. Law gets this around Karagiorgis. Backy shot. Save me, Katapka. And it looks like they're trying to pick Backy up with the stick. Oh, no, that was Cameron. Hey, they took his helmet. They're still pushing James. James is just standing there being pushed. Cameron probably doesn't mind his helmet coming off. He recently got a haircut. 5-on-5. You're putting him in the box? Incidental minor penalties. New York Arrows number 77, Maximus Hudzinski. And Utica Junior Comets number 40, Cameron Dalin. Time of the incidental minor penalties, 15-16 of the third period. And both Maximus and Cameron will finish this game off in the penalty box. Face off back. He pushes this towards the back. Love down by New York Arrows, Charlie Taylor. Law not able to get that puck. Ethan Locke takes this in centering pass, and that is knocked away by Witchley. Puck goes into the corner. One minute of play remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. Man, that's going to be icing. Face off to the left side of Katapka. Excuse me. Sand zone gets tossed from the circle. Sandor takes a face off and wins it. Sandor fires it in. Tipped by Backey. Goes high. Sandor in the corner. Now at the top of the circle. Loses that puck. Witchley not able to hold it in. Reaching for it, though, is Sandor. Turns it over again. Marino in a toe drag. Loses that puck. Puck picked up by Sandor. Or Sanzone, I mean. They do it to me every time. Loses that puck. Adam Fritz has it. Fritz sends this off the glass. Lands in front of Marino. Marino skating up with this puck over the blue line 15 seconds ago. Shot wide left off the glass. Drops down on the far side. Marino not able to get it. This puck comes out into the neutral zone. And that's where this game is going to end. And that concludes another exciting game of ice hockey here at the Utica University Nexus Center. This one ends in a 4-0 victory for the visiting New York Arrows. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you guys here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Make sure you check the monitors in the morning to find out what rink we're playing on. Make sure you get home safely. Turn your headlights on, shake hands, give hugs. It's all hockey family. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day. All right, that'll do it here from Utica. 4-0 loss. Game handed over to New York Arrows. Our team never showed up. Even the people that didn't show up didn't show up. Yep. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. All contributions are always welcome. My PayPal and my what's going on? Oh, my PayPal and Venmo information is in the description of the video. I do appreciate you all for being here. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, asking you, please, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day.